Okay. For instance, you'll see a guy headlining at the Spear. They probably be getting a couple of millers, but you'll see a guy on the undercard of a big show probably making more money than that guy.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash.
Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too.
Terence Crawford just dropped a BOMB on Floyd Mayweather. He exposed Floyd for only chasing fights that bring big money, not greatness. Crawford said he never even imagined fighting Floyd because those fights are nothing but cash grabs. His message: Mayweather's time is done. This is the Crawford era.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
Boy, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, man.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
You like plotting. Like,
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Bonds went wild after that. Critics say Floyd's recent fights aren't about legacy at all. They're money shows. The once king of boxing is now chasing meaningless exhibitions. Instead of protecting his throne, he's flashing cash. And fans are calling it embarrassing.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash. We see it a lot. These two don't seem to need the money. So I don't understand the need to do this. When talked about it, Mike Tyson said, I still can't believe Floyd wants to really do this. It's going to be detrimental to his health, but he wants to do it. So it's signed and it's happening. Hey, when Mike fought Jake Paul, a lot was made of him being 58 years old. He's in tremendous shape. I mean, I saw him, and even in there, right? He couldn't get going at the rate that he expected, but early, he was fighting like Mike Tyson. Fighting like Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather's much younger, but he's so much smaller. So I get why Mike is like, yo, I don't know what this dude wants to do. Because there was a world where no one would ever thought that those guys would end up in the ring together. And again, they don't need money. I imagine, though, it's going to be a boatload of money.
Then Timothy Bradley set the internet on fire. He says Crawford would destroy Floyd inside the ring. Why? Because Floyd struggled with southpaws, and Crawford's switch hitting, sharp timing, and deadly adaptability would rip apart his so-called perfect defense.
Oh, absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that backhand, the way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too? No, man, that pull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counterpuncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep, I noticed. Floyd's not having success. He started to step on the gas. That's what he do. and he gonna run into problems with Crawford because Crawford hits harder than him. Crawford hits harder than him. Crawford is the most complete fighter that I've ever witnessed in real life.
But wait, not everyone agrees. Some analysts say it's unfair to compare them. Mayweather fought and beat legends, while Crawford is still building. They argue Floyd's greatness is already carved into history books.
Everybody acting like Bud is the second coming of Mayweather. Y'all got the game fucked up. Mayweather actually didn't get hit. Bud gets hit by dudes that, like, who on Bud's resume is an equivalent of someone on Floyd's resume? So that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd not getting hit by elites, Bud getting hit by non-elites, and somehow y'all think Canelo not about to touch him.
But here comes the shockwave. Showbiz the adult says Crawford deserves to be ranked above Mayweather. Why? Because Crawford moved up to divisions to fight a prime Canelo Alvarez, something Floyd would never risk. That bold move, he says, puts Crawford's legacy on another level.
Why is Terence Bud Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather, or better than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit, but better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit. Never being at middleweight, first fight at middleweight, being against Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Terence Bud Crawford never been a middleweight shit. The most he's been is super welterweight, and he was only there once. And he's fighting at 168 against one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time, reigning undisputed champion at super middleweight. That is unheard of, and that's something that Floyd Mayweather wouldn't even attempt to do.
Even Crawford himself had enough. He respects Floyd, but he's not chasing a retired fighter. He said straight up, this is his time, HIS era. And he refuses to let money talks or old comparisons block his shine.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
Now,
Danny Garcia threw gasoline on the fire. He said if they fought, it might end in a DRAW Floyd's defense versus Crawford's offense. But instead of calming things down, it made fans argue even harder.
Crawford has the tools to beat him. He has the long arms. He switches lefty and righty, but Floyd was pinpoint accuracy, tremendous defense. I just think whoever that at 147, that's tough. I don't know. A draw.
Okay, what about Oscar De La Hoya and Crawford at 54?
Oh man, Oscar was a hell of a fighter, man. I think they could beat each other. To be honest, I think Oscar could beat him. Oscar's a hell of a fighter. He got great jab, good footwork. Oscar was a tremendous fighter. I feel like people really overlook his resume. He's an Olympic gold medalist. That's the hardest thing probably to get. It's harder than the world title.
Then Shane Mosley went all in. He said Floyd is simply too small for Crawford. With his power, reach, and ability to switch stances, Crawford would break Mayweather down. Mosley says size would be the difference.
Even though I've got serious personal differences with Terence Crawford, and I have ethical issues with Terence Crawford in the way that he negotiated certain things and certain things went down. However, at this point in his career, and I really believe since he's at 135 pounds, there's no question the greatness and how terrific a fighter he is. So after he beats Canelo Alvarez and becomes the undisputed champion in his third weight division, people start asking the question of whether or not he's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I think that is a fair question. And the reason that I say that is because they're the same size. They're the same size. They fought by and large in the same weight classes, and dominated right after one another. Really, there was the period of Andre Ward in between them. I would love to throw Andre Ward in the conversation, but I don't think that the comparison is as clean and easy to make between Terence Crawford and Andre Ward as it is between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Just again because of the similarity in the weight classes that they fought in. So when Shane Mosley chimed in and talked about the two, my ears perked up. My ears perked up because if you recall, Shane Mosley was the one that gave Floyd Mayweather Jr. his most dangerous fight, without a doubt. His most dangerous fight, the one where Shane Mosley landed on Floyd Mayweather 2 times and rocked him in the first round. Shane was an older fighter. Floyd bared down and won the fight.
Inishab was returned with balance, reminding fans that one fight doesn't define a career. Yes, Crawford's win over Canelo was historic, but Floyd's decades of dominance can't be ignored. Legacy is a marathon, not a sprint.
Not add a heavyweight to my Mount Rushmore. My Mount Rushmore is best boxers. Greatest is different. Greatest is impact. Now you're talking Floyd Mayweather. You're talking Floyd, Muhammad Ali. You're talking, all those guys. Sugar Ray Robinson, everybody. But this is best. And sadly, when it comes to the heavyweight division, just by nature, the little guys are the better guys, okay? Not only are they better skill-wise, they have more opportunity to do greater things because they're small. They can go up weight classes. They can kind of test themselves more. The heavyweight division is at the top of the mountain, all right? So they're the badasses of the badasses. You kind of go up to them, but they can't push themselves up much more, except for within their weight classes. They fight a very big guy or whatnot, like Usyk did with Tyson Fury.
Trainer Bredman Edwards had the most honest take. Stop the comparisons. He says Floyd is retired, instead of dragging his name. Fans should celebrate Crawford's greatness for what it is, history in the making.
To Floyd.
Man, I don't really want to compare them right now, Hans, if we seeing everything that's going on with Floyd and Roy. You know what I mean? And, they competitive guys. Next thing you know, Bud and Floyd will be mad at each other, man, and wanting to fight because people is like putting them against each other. Let's just enjoy the moment. I don't know. It's a close fight. It's things Floyd do better. It's things that Bud do better. But I'd rather not say, because I'm not going to just lie and just say nothing, and make up something just to. I got my opinion on, how the fights would go and, but I think we should just let the man enjoy his great moment. He's a great fighter. And I see a lot of immature stuff, and I don't like the way things is going with Floyd and Roy. They two guys that a lot of the younger guys look up to, and they taking shots at each other in the media because of the who's better and all that kind of stuff. So, I just want to see Bud enjoy his moment. Unfortunately, they didn't fight. They could have made they kind of two different eras though. Even though they was fighting at the same time, Floyd kind of was doing his different thing over there with PBC, and Buzz a lot young, about 10 years younger than him. So it didn't happen, and we got to just live with it. You know what I mean?
And here's where the boxing world is split down the middle. Half say Crawford is the fearless warrior who took real risks and beat a prime Canelo. The other half say Floyd's perfect record and legendary defense will never be topped out.
Terence Crawford's going to win. I used to think that the size difference was too much. That Canelo Alvarez was like, man, how are they going to do this? He's 168, Terence Crawford's 147. But seeing what I've seen from Canelo Alvarez and seeing what I've seen from Terence Crawford, and while Terence Crawford didn't look great in his last fight, he looked awesome against Errol Spence. But to me, Terence Crawford is as good as they come. He's another all-time great. He's a legend. He's one of the best that I've seen from a pound-for-pound standpoint. But to me, Terence Crawford, he's older, but a lot less wear and tear. He turned pro in 2008, but he has 41 fights to his name. Canelo Alvarez is 63. Canelo Alvarez also has taken more shots, has been in more wars, quote unquote, whereas Terence Crawford was just beating everybody's ass for a very long time. And almost all of his fights have been one-sided. And 2, I think Terence Crawford's going to beat him in September. I don't know how, but I think he's going to win.
1. Undeniable fact remains. Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez shocked the boxing world. To weight classes up against one of the most dangerous champions alive, and Crawford dominated. That wasn't just a fight. It was a statement. Crawford proved he's not just great. He's unstoppable.
After Terence Crawford defeated Saul Canelo Alvarez to become the new undisputed super middleweight champion and achieving GOAT status of his era, a lot of people are wondering now, what could be the next step for Terence Crawford? And to be honest with you, there's a couple options. The great man himself did state a move to middleweight division could be his next step. And of course, a certain someone caught wind of this. With this interview, Janabek posted this with 2 emojis with a thumbs up and an A-OK. And to be honest with you guys, I would love this matchup here. I mean, Janabek is one of the most feared and avoided boxers in the entire game today. And look, stylistically, this could be an absolute epic matchup. I mean, the boxing IQ and thunderous power in Janabek versus the GOAT himself. Who wouldn't want to see that? But of course, there are rumors that Carlos Adames could be Janabek's next opponent. And that could be a huge unification to see who's the top dog at 160. But after that, who knows, man? And of course, the next option could be the rematch between Saul Canelo Alvarez. And for me, I would absolutely love to see this. I mean, the first time round was absolutely amazing to see Terence Crawford achieve greatness. But to do it again, guys, who wouldn't want to see this? And to be honest with you, it could be even bigger than the first time round. Or option 3, in my opinion, could be retirement. I mean, what he's achieved in the game is absolutely unbelievable. Undisputed, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And defeating the guy, the man himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez, to achieve that. What more is there to achieve at this point right now, guys, honestly? But look, knowing Bud, I'm pretty sure retirement is out of the question. Well, at least for now. But after what he's achieved, no one can question what he decides to do next. And look, guys, for me, even if his next move is to go to middleweight, best believe I'll be there to watch it, guys. But guys, what's your thoughts about all this? And what do you think Terence Crawford should do next? Let me know.